Hi, this is Fred Nicholas, and I'd like to welcome you to this special video that we've done for you for saying that you'd like to get a little bit more and learn a little bit more about the Combat Endurance Training Program. I'd like to tell you a little bit about where this program started, first of all, so that you have a bit of a background. Some of you may have already been on the website. Again, that website is combatendurancetraining.com. But just again to reemphasize where this came from. I received the program from a good friend of mine who was a major in the Special Forces. The major and his men created this program. At the time, they were in a very polluted country. They couldn't go outside to do their working out, their normal working out. So what they said, look, we need to do something because we're going to be here for 2 months. We need to do something to keep us in shape. So they created the Combat Endurance Training Program. They typically had done a lot of running, a lot of calisthenics, martial arts, weightlifting. So what they did was they did this in place of some of the exercises that, again, they couldn't do outside. They found that after 2 months of doing the Combat Endurance Training Program that their running times decreased and their weightlifting weights increased. So it really worked for these guys. Now, when the major came back from the military, he still had the program, hadn't used it for a while, and I had gone through a hip replacement surgery, and I was looking for something that I could do because I couldn't do some of the running and some of the other exercises that I could do before the hip replacement. So I said, let me try this. So I did it for a while, and it worked wonders. I loved the program. It gave me the strength and energy, and it made me feel strong and fit again. It's something it can certainly do for you too. Now, when I did get the program, though, I decided that most folks just couldn't do this whole thing. So we've got different versions of it now. We have a 7-minute, a 9-minute, an intermediate, and an advanced. I'm going to show you today one of the essential exercises of this program. It's called the Flutter Kick. On your 7-minute workout, you have the Flutter Kick. You have some different exercises there as well. I'd really encourage you to take that 7-minute workout and work on it, because a lot of times I've heard people say, 7 minutes, yeah, I'll give this a try, but I really wonder if this is going to work for me. Trust me, it works. If you do the 7-minute 3 to 4 times a week, you will very shortly feel the difference in your strength, your endurance, and just how you feel. Well, let's get back to the Flutter Kick. The Flutter Kick is an essential exercise for core strength. The Combat Endurance Training Program works a lot on core strength. The Special Forces guys spend a lot of time in the water in swimming situations, many times being tossed into the water 6.5 to 7 miles from shore. They'd have to swim in all the way with packs and everything else that they had to carry along with them. So they needed to be strong swimmers. This exercise is essential for good, strong swimming, and it's essential for a good, strong core. What I'm going to do today is make sure that you're doing the exercise correctly, show you some different things that you can do so that you can get the most out of your Flutter Kick. I'm going to go down to the floor right now, and we'll go from there. Okay, first of all, a couple different things that you can think about when you're doing the Flutter Kick exercise. When you're on the floor, a lot of times, depending upon where you're starting at, what your physical conditioning is, you can do a couple different things. The ideal way to do the Flutter Kick is with toes pointed straight, legs straight, and legs locked. So you're really working the hips, the hip flexors, and the lower abdomen. Now, when some folks start, that's a tough thing to do. So a couple different things that they can do. One is to do the same exercise, but not with the straight leg, because the straighter the leg, it does put some more pull on the lower back. I'm going to also suggest that when you start, it's a good idea to put your hands below your back so that you have some support there. Now again, one of the different ways you can do it is with legs bent. Okay, so doing the same motion, but just working on legs bent position. Okay, if you can do it with a straight leg, it can also be done with one leg. So the motion here is up and down. Notice I'm coming close to the floor, and I'm coming up to about 60 degrees. 60 degrees from the floor and then back down again. Okay? And again, working on trying to keep the legs straight in this position. Now the ultimate way to do this is with the legs straight. And again, it's a 4-count exercise. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. And really emphasizing locking the legs out, pointing the toes, and trying to get that full extension and that full movement in the body. So those are a couple different positions for you to try with the legs. Again, knees bent, one leg, or both legs working and legs straight. Now, when you're on the floor, again, as I mentioned, think about supporting your back. If you're not worried about your back, okay, there's a couple different hand positions that you can try as well. Okay, in those hand positions, one can be with the hands off to the sides. One simply putting the hands here on your body, or the other putting them on your head. Now, if you're putting them on your head, remember, you're not pulling up on your neck. Okay, you're simply having them there for support. And you also want to keep your elbows out. Keep your elbows out so they're off to the side. When you keep your elbows off to the side, you're working more the center and the core. So try to keep those elbows back when you do this. Now let me show you one other little thing about the flutter kick that's real important that'll add something to it. A couple different positions for you. If you're here, again, no matter where you have your hands, you can have your chest and back on the floor, and that's fine. It's a good starting position, but as you progress and you want to make this movement more difficult, bring your body off the ground using your abdominal muscles to pull yourself up. And then here, a good position I like to be in is here. Again, just doing this, getting your chest, shoulders, and upper body off the floor really works the belly already, works the core. So from here, when you're doing the flutter kick movement now, again, you're fully engaged. You know, the flutter kick is working. You've got your chest and upper body off the ground, so you can feel a pulling through this whole center, through this whole core area. One other thought when you do this, and a thought for any exercises that you do, is give some good thought to effective deep breathing so that you're really utilizing your oxygen to get a good workout. Again, and the deep breathing is essential for you not only during your workouts, but practice it through different parts of the day as well. So you're, again, getting good, strong oxygen from the depth of your belly. Okay, I'm going to come back up to my feet once again. Alrighty, so those are some ideas about the flutter kick. And again, I would encourage you to visit this particular exercise often. You know, there's nothing that says that you can't do this every day, and I would strongly recommend to you that once you start getting used to the exercises in the 7-minute combat endurance training program, you're going to find exercises that you really enjoy. You know, we're doing local classes here in La Crosse, Wisconsin right now. We have folks ranging in age from 30 on up to in their 70s. Some folks that have not worked out at all came to the program. Some that had worked out, others that were very good athletes. We also work with high school and college athletes to train their core, because an efficient core is a stronger core, makes for better body position, makes for more effective, more explosive, more efficient movement. All athletes can feel that, and people, no matter whether you're an athlete or not, everyday people who are just looking to be in better shape and feel good about themselves can feel it too. I'm going to also suggest to you, next Thursday, the 28th of August, look for my emails. I hope you're reading them, because every day, Monday through Friday, I'll give you some little thing to think about. Something about how to work out better, how to make sure you're strong in attitude, strong in body. There's more to it than just doing the physical fitness movements. You really, it's an all-inclusive type package. And I'm always going to give you some ideas on how you can make sure that things are working well for you. Next Thursday, August 28th, look for your email. There's something very big coming, and I want to make sure that you get that announcement. Until that time, work on your flutter kicks. Hope you enjoy this little tutorial. Work on your 7-minute workout. And I guarantee you by next Thursday, when you hear from me on that day, you'll feel stronger, healthier, and fitter. So best of luck to you. Take good care, and we'll talk to you again.